It's the Caleb MTG Gathering Show.
Well, if I know one thing about future Caleb, and I don't, because that person doesn't exist yet, is that future Caleb cannot pass an Atali. He's gonna love this fucking giant dinosaur. Who couldn't love an Atali, huh? Look at that face. Look at that big stupid dinosaur face. You're gonna be working MagicCon Vegas? Cool. Hope you have a great time. Alright. Well, a big stupid dinosaur is good. A big stupid dragon's gotta be good too. Atali's one of your favorite cube cards. It's pretty fun. I haven't really seen a True Name game in a bit. The last deck was nuts. I spanked you. Yeah, I had some good draws, Duber, for sure. Library going to town. I was really worried that one game. When you had multiple planeswalkers going, and I had like a 2/1 flyer or something. But my land drops. I hit my land drops, and things lined up right. So I'm serious about this Voidwalker. I should take this Blood Crypt, but I don't know if I can pass a Death Grid as champion. This card's fucked. This card's real fucked. Yeah, not really. The Ugin was we ended up with 18 lands. Like we had like a gorgeous mana base. Our deck was doing the thing that it wanted to do, but we were lacking playables. So like Ugin was filler, and there were a couple of other cards that were a little on the iffy side, but did I 3-0? Nope, 2-1. I haven't trophied in a minute. I probably just forgot how. Or maybe all of my previous trophies and Magic achievements were mistakes, and I was never actually very good at this game at all. Ugh. And I've just been faking for years. And I'll never trophy again. Let's get a Guy's Cradle in here, huh? That seems like a good one for the old Ramparoo scheme. I think I like that Once Upon a Time. The Chandra kind of fits my plan of ramping up and stuff, but Once Upon a Time helps me find that Guy's Cradle a little bit more often. Gonna just some nice consistency. The Mycospawn just got a lot better, huh? Now that there's a Cradle in here. We're going to pass it another giant dragon, though. You're in the same boat this season? Maybe that's the issue, Salty Rutabaga. Maybe it's too cramped in this boat, huh? How are we supposed to play cards? Seawater splashing in. Hey, good luck at your next draft at Duber. I actually don't like Besiege You here. We want forests with Lumberjack. We don't want to replace them with non-forests. How's the Canadian election going for those that follow? I live like very close to Canada, and I know fuck all about Canadian politics. There's only so many things. Only so many things you can stay on top of. Feels like an Ancient Tomb deck to me, huh? The Doko doesn't seem especially playable. Might draft it anyway. What's the other option? Lightning Reeves? My deck with mostly haste creatures. Steamman sort of helps. Should we get this Johnny in here too? Just play all the colors. Oh, Ketchy Trium's a forest for the Lumberjack. Maybe that's better than Steam Vents. Thinking about Corsair, thinking about Relic of Sauron. Yeah, if I could give it to me. Oh, I'm gonna grab that monstrosity. Ursine Monstrosity and Death Creature's Champion are very good together. Because the Monstrosity is like naturally like a 7/7 or 8/8 trampler. So you end up making it like an 8/8 or a 9/9 double striker. It's too much. It's too much to deal with. Is Kaido good in cube? I actually don't think so, Contigo. It's like my kind of card. And there is like enough in the cube in terms of like evasive threats and stuff to support it. But I think it's on the lower end of this cube. It is kind of starting to come together. I want the Hex Drinker, so I have another early game critter for the guy's cradle, but I should probably grab this Copperline Gorge. Probably pay some attention to this mana base. Hey. Halfling's sweet. A lot of legends here. Has a Mana Dork ever been banned in any format? Oh, Metalworker was in Legacy. Long time ago. Deathrite. Yeah, I count Deathrite as a Mana Dork, for sure. Oh, that's true. Raphaelis was banned in Commander. So we got 3 different Mana Dorks. Is that a fucking Minskin Boo? It's pretty up there. Need some of that Birds Bees. Yeah, like a Birds of Paradise. Maybe a fetch or 2. Pest Infestation's up there. How bad is Fabled Passage? This really makes me feel better about the Oko. I guess it's a fetch for the Deathrite, huh? It's like not a good one, but it's a fetch, technically. You want to play the Badlands just for the Deathrite activation? Could do. Titania and Lumberjack are pretty good together. Titania is certainly more likely to wield than the Cub. A little Volk action. Once again, thinking about that Nadu card. I didn't grab the Greaves earlier. I didn't grab the Lightning Greaves. But I'm already playing some blue mana for the Soko. Yeah, there might not be space in the mana base for Badlands. Based on like the number of red duels I have. Have I played Blueprints? I did. I tried it out on stream. It seemed like a well-made deck. Not quite for me. Grab this Malevolent Rumble. I would love to have enough fetches for this red and 6 to be good, but it's like almost good anyway, right? We got a little bit of loot action from Soldier's Copter. Rumble's just good. It's a good card. Smooth out them draws. Ooh, Wooded Foothills is so good here. It's so good. Should have had faith in the red and 6, huh? Old Chariot action. Actually, do I want the Chariot? Or do I want another blue duel? I think I want the Chariot. Little sideboard Pyrokinesis. Doesn't seem like a killable game, given that it bounced off Auto Wilds. Yeah. I see the comparison based on the like memory and note taking and stuff. Titania did wheel. You love to see it. Chariot does trigger Nadu, yeah. Ooh, that red and 6 last pick. Pretty necessary. We have like not quite enough playables here. The good news is that is a problem. Is this not do any good? We got Minskin Boo, Chariot, Dash Triggers, Cub. Yeah, it's probably alright, huh? I wonder if I can afford the Caracas. Let's just look at this for now. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 red. It feels like more red than I need. Probably gonna have to cut that Badlands. Like 9-ish green sources. I think I want another forest in here. Oh, I was probably counting the Once Upon a Time as a spell, not a land. I usually count it as a land. Double checking my green here. So it's 10, but these all come into play tapped. So there's only 6 for the turn 1 halfling or Deathrite Shaman. Kind of makes me want to play like one more forest. I think I can do that. Maybe I play the Caracas anyway. This is still plenty red, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's plenty. I'm just supposed to play one basic mountain and play the Badlands. If my current red source is the basic mountain, though, I want the Fabled Passage to be able to tutor out the second. I could see that coming up with like Ren and 6 too. Yeah, this is serviceable. I'm gonna play the damn Caracas. Bloom. Pretty sure I had that keto flu thing. I don't usually sleep that much. I usually sleep like an hour or two less than my fiance, and this time I slept like a couple more hours than I. Well, okay. Hold on. You're gonna need to calm down, opponent. You're gonna need to calm down over there. We see the issue with like comes to play tap duels in these aggro shells. Like it'd be nice to be able to go turn 2 Monstrosity, turn 3 Minsc and Boo, and be at like a reasonable curve. Instead I'm just like, should I have mulligan this hand? This mana dork 3-drop, 4-drop hand. Yeah, I'm just literally not doing anything till next turn. Worst case scenario, I'm just playing the Monstrosity next turn too. Oh, cool, free creature. Seven-point old school deck. That sounds like a lot of fun, actually. Guy's Cradle, perfect. Just the card I needed here. Guy's Cradle can be so good, and then like the floor is so low too. Well, that's the one I need. And that's gonna be spitting out tokens for the staff. Considering scooping, I could just rip like Ancient Tomb there, though, and just like be on top of things. Could literally like Questing Beast clear the Wanderer, you know. I'll take the draw. I'll draw my card. If I don't get some help, though, this is pretty over. Yeah, that doesn't quite do it. We can play the Ursine Monstrosity, but they're flipping into Cauldron Complete. Just a little too far behind. We did learn that this is a Pyrokinesis matchup, so there's that. Let's get the Relic. Rest of this looks fine. You think so many trophies are going to happen today? I'm in a bit of a slump, but like, I realized that all of yesterday I was like very drained from the keto flu. So the last time I did this diet, I had that. I had a couple days where I was just super tired and my brain wasn't 100%. So I'm not going to be too hard on myself. You win some, you lose some, right? Made a lot of awesome food today. I got a stew in the slow cooker and it smells fucking excellent. It's going to be distracting me. Yeah, his opponent has double mocks, so if we win this, I'm still not looking forward to game 3 on the draw. Might need an orc draw or something. Hey, sub Secret Fate. You're very welcome. So Stoneforge is tutoring up the Call to Complete. Play out another 1-drop. Where were you last turn, huh? Yeah, there's something to getting a Guy's Cradle to like combine with the Titania tokens we're about to spit out. The Krakus would be a little bit more exciting if they actually had a legend out. But I didn't like Ancient Tomb here. I didn't want like to get Cradle in case they killed my sewing. Hell yeah, Crow's Tongue. Oh, that sounds delicious, Web Theme. Just checking. I can get in, right? And then next turn we're gonna play this Atali, and hopefully that does something for me. The only sensible topping for potatoes, another potato. No, 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 no. My body rejects that idea. Of like stuffing a turducken with another turkey. Bounce and recast Atali. I could see that. Oh wow, they do have a fractured identity. Smashing hoons, smashing hoons. At a certain point, I'm gonna have to start chumping that. Not looking forward to that. Being able to Crocus bounce the Titania would be pretty nice here, but I need the extra mana. Yeah, maybe a bad attack, because again, the Crocus is threatening to just exile that, but I think next turn, I don't actually hate replaying Atali. We'll see how this goes. I gotta put something in front of this Germ. I think it's gonna be Sewing plus Rabble Master. A Hoon. I think in this case, it's just like a beer or a cigarette. I remember looking it up and it was kind of benign. It could be driving. It could be the driving thing. The music video, they're driving lawnmowers around. It's meant to like drive recklessly, I guess. The Germ didn't save. Interesting. Hmm. Awesome. You make enough Italis, you're gonna hit something. Just like one more answer that Stoneforge Mystic here, or like Ocelot on the draw, that sort of thing. Ooh, a mulligan. Bummer to have been the Questing Beast, but you gotta bin something here, right? And the Pyrokinesis needs the chainsaw. The next turn we can Rumble and tutor up a Mountain. Pretty relieved that we're not facing another double Mox opener. Yeah, fair enough. And your Fabled Passage just looks like absolute dirt. It looks so bad. They do say to chainsaw the cat, yeah. Bit messy, huh? I have used a sawzall, a reciprocating saw on frozen meat before. Costco sells just like these huge hunks of meat that are like way way too much. Just feels like something bad would happen if I cast Glorybringer there. Like removal spells and such. Just get time walked. A wood chipper for the beef? Frozen beef? Yeah, I don't know about all that. It's one way to shred it, I guess. Alright. Doing it now because I want to attack with that 4/4. A little Nadu trigger in there. It's not bad. Very cool. This is indeed the past Caleb deck. This hand needs a fucking green source, huh? I'm not gonna keep it on even on the draw. Well, this mighty tempting. Turn 2 Nadu. Great. It'll happen. Did we Minskin Boo? We have not cast Minskin Boo yet. What do you put in tonight's frittata? You got mushrooms. Oh, you gotta put some cheese in there. Every cheese you got. They usually put like softer cheeses in frittata, right? But then you can melt some like cheddar on top. Maybe some spinach. Ricotta, spinach, mushrooms, onions. Maybe some tomato slices. And then ricotta in there, and then some cheddar melted on top. Oh man. my Atali. That was like my one thing. If they reanimate it, I'm gonna be very sore. I'm gonna be very salty if they now reanimate my sweet dinosaur. Cheese would kill you. Oh, you should you know what, Skyfish? I misspoke. Cheese is stupid. You don't want to put cheese in a frittata. Terrible. Terrible choice. Amazing you guys use the Italian word for omelet. Is there a difference? Oh, yeah. So in the States, a frittata looks like this. It'll be like made in a little dish. It'll be like lighter and stuff. Omelet-esque, but more of a bake going on, huh? Whereas an omelet is just like a little messier, a little bit more like crepe-like in form. You get like the folding going on, where it like kind of looks like a taco. A lazy quiche, yeah. Getting a Grave Titan. I've got 6 lands. Alright, you can win. My answer to Grave Titan is the Atali that made me discard. I love this Voidwalker against them. I don't think I can swing the mana. I don't think it's swingable here. I want to play Pyrokinesis. Pyrokinesis should just be in. Tortilla de patatas. You miss Spain? I miss Spain too. I went a couple of times for Magic tournaments, and I really enjoyed myself both times. Really pretty, a lot of good food. Walkable cities. A lot of like really dope museums. And I liked the vibes. I like the vibes in Spain. Halador, things in 26 months there. I fucking guess, huh? I'm just gonna go ahead and fetch a Tri-land here. Ideally, you would hold fetches for post-cub, but we have the Ren and 6 to rebuy it. Might even just be doing that on 2. A little bit better if they're chilling on removal, right? Get the Ren loyalty growing. Yeah, Environment. I can see that for sure. Yeah, double that 1/1 counter. Oh, I want the Mycospawn to go get Crocus, huh? If they reanimate that Grizzlebrand, at least I'll have a land that can return it to hand. Well, you're always going to get the 1/1 counter, right? Oh, there's that Crocus. Is it safer in play or in my hand? I feel like it's safer in play. The Arena of Glory is tempting. One for 4 to 5. I think I want to land that lets me play a Tali next turn, though. So I'm going to take the Cradle, I guess. Maybe you should be getting the Ancient Tomb. Oh, it doesn't matter if you crack it in first. It'll figure it out. Time Walk. Was not expecting that one. They do have 4 card types in the bin for this FOMO. Duh, adoy. Oh, I forgot to crack my fetch here. That would have been better, just much better. Let's see what my Reanimator opponent has for me. They're just done. They're just like, nope, you don't get to see. You don't get to. These are my cards. How are the storms? Non-existent. Like our yard wasn't even like wet or anything. Just like a pleasant day into a pleasant day. Mominsk. Oh, I should be saving this now, huh? For the Cub. Oh well. Hey, old man Hables. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for 79 months. Appreciate you. Actually, kind of need some loot action here. Why not turn one vehicle off the Ancient Tomb? I don't know. I was saying I should have held onto the Wooded Foothills too, just like not thinking really. My brain's a little foggy today. Tad foggy. So I appreciate y'all's patience. I was saying earlier that I slept like 11 hours, which I am 99% sure is just the keto flu. This keto flu be fluin'. This is awkward. I'm gonna play the Ancient Tomb and then the Cub, so I can also chainsaw the NT. Yeah, dry mouth for a while. Last time I only had it for a couple of days, so I'm not too worried, but it is certainly hitting me. Magnesium supplements? I don't think so. I just Googled magnesium-rich foods, and it's a lot of what I'm eating now, though. Avocado, spinach, all that stuff. Wow, not getting a counter on the Cub. I probably wouldn't have. I probably would have grown the Copter anyway. I almost want to hold on to this Mycospawn and try and kick it. I can't do it very often with this Ancient Tomb. It's like my only source of colorless. Deathrite Shaman can be a graveyard hoser. What is keto flu? When you cut carbs drastically, if you go like below 20 grams of carbs suddenly after you've been living a high carb diet, your body needs to adjust. It's like a radically different way of processing energy, right? Like now you're running on fat instead of carbs. It's like when you shift a car when you're going uphill or whatever. Not immediate. Yeah, a lot of fatigue. Sounds like starving. Oh, it's nothing like starving. I feel full. All my food's been delicious. Yeah, when yeah, both me and my fiance have ketoed before to like good results. And when we first started dating, she was low carbing, but I was very much not. And this summer, I started getting active and stuff anyway. She suggested it, and I was like, yeah, I'll low carb with you. If only one person like goes on a diet, it's like pretty hard for the other person to maintain. So we pyrokinesis the metamorph, then I think they just like Dothy Voidwalker the pyrokinesis and recurring nightmare back the metamorph. Oh no, I can deathrite the metamorph. Okay, that's probably pretty good. The fucking Voidwalker has lifelink though. It's difficult. Not familiar with commanders seem to like drop. If I was curious about that, I would go searching specifically for commander specific content. You could probably Google that literal question and you would get some YouTube video where someone talks about it. Highly recommend that over questioning a random streamer. You've gotten so many answers. Maybe it's unknowable. Maybe the answer was inside you the whole time. Pop out these here graveyards here. They're still happening, iPod Odd, despite the fact that I'm no longer sponsored by Tempo Storm. You're coming, for example. Little bit of life gain here. Oh, that's interesting, huh? That's fucking interesting. Can you make a stip request? You certainly can. Elspeth and token doublers. I think Elspeth's the only token doublers, but we can certainly do tokens. Night Ain't Bar. Always a pleasure having you around. That's pretty bad for me. Yeah, I'm gonna go to one. Just fucking gain some life. Hell yeah, Squeam. Yeah, I heard them at a metal show. They're like sometimes like shows will often like play music in between acts and stuff. And I was like, oh shit. They played here in Madison pretty recently, but I missed them. Can't catch everybody. What was that, 16? Hey, Ponder Buddy, thanks for a $20 donation. We'll be firing that step up quick. Scrapping a little life back here. I think the Ursine has to attack. Not ideal. But you gotta win somehow, huh? This is a hard cast at tall aim. Guess not. Deathrite Shaman was really good this game, huh? Could crew it and recast. Hey, we got a finals here right from the get-go. That's not bad. That's not bad. Scout detected, exactly. Well, I don't think they would entomb for Atraxa in the face of my Deathrite Shaman unless they had an answer handy, huh? Unless they were planning on reanimating this Atraxa immediately. Yep. We do have a Caracas in the deck. It's a nice stack of cards. You can see we got ourselves a finals, huh? We got ourselves some kind of a finals here. If we'd been on the play and let on Deathrite Shaman, I definitely would have played the Evoron too, and they just would have done the same thing. You know, I would have felt silly for not holding up Deathrite Shaman all game, even though it's not correct to do that against an unknown opponent. How much time do I give it? I'll give it like a turn or two, I guess. Celeric also probably fills that kohlrabi role, where it's like close to a root vegetable, but not actually starchy. No, it's got too many carbs. Got too many carbs for my my needs. Looks super healthy, but not for a keto diet. Follow up on the stew conversation from last week. Yeah. Yeah, my fiance doesn't like cooking on nights where she's got therapy. She just like one less thing off her plate, you know. Ooh, a Caracas. And typically, she just orders Taco Bell because that's her comfort food. But that doesn't work when you're low carbing, of course. Oh, we knew they had this Bowmaster, didn't we? I guess this is a terrible loot, huh? Fair enough. And then they get another ping. They could have cleared the Deathrite if they'd wanted. Yeah, so I, you know, just threw a stew in the slow cooker. Easy peasy. I typically want to make like one soup or stew or roast, you know, like one slow cooker meal a week, and then that'll usually give me like a couple meals of leftovers. So I think that'll work out really well, just with a little bit more scheduling than usual. Any other cards we know about? Just Life, Death, Singing a Stupor. I think they're going to Singing a Stupor my Nadu. Which, fair. I was thinking, so like, if you just play Nadu there, they just return it to your hand and then activate the Emperor, and you're basically dead. So I was like, well, maybe the Rumble will whiff on anything to give the Emperor, and then I'll get an 0-1 Chumper. I play Nadu, they still like bounce it, but the 0-1 Chumper can block the Emperor for the turn. Give me another turn of life. It didn't work out like that though. We all saw how that worked out. I think I'm gonna bring Nemesis in. Oh, they played the Sink as a land, so I was playing around something that wasn't even in there. Alright, fair enough. Look, I said y'all are going to have to be patient with me today. Gross. Just like both lands coming into play tapped was awkward. Like we already have a comes to play tapped. Red source. Interesting that they're fatal pushing 0-1s. Did they say y'all in Wisconsin? Pretty rarely. I just like it. I just like it as a word. Not a common Wisconsin term. In some parts, you might hear use guys. Only something that a little more redneck Wisconsinite might say. Ufta. Yeah, Ufta is very much of the region. Specifically for y'all, though. God damn it. And now we're red not grabbing the land. This is just going so poorly. I guess we had 2 forests up when we pyrokinesis. I was like, why did they not pyrokinesis my... Okay, I guess that makes sense. Works as a word well. It does work as a word well, yeah. Yeah, they knew we had one in hand. Maybe I should have slammed QB or something. It's weird, though, to play around Force Negation, Hardcast specifically. That's weird. But they did burn Bone Shards on the Nadu, knowing that we had rumbled for, Okie doke, take 10. So Life, Death, and Reanimate aren't going to work on Atraxa, but they could work on Emperor Bones. Just drawing one card. Interesting. Maybe they're looking for Recurring Nightmare. Oh, they wanted a bit Echo. Sure. Well, it's a bit of a bummer. That's 6. What's my best rip here? Questing Beast. Oh, it's in my graveyard. Probably not a good rip. Maybe a Tolly. Oh, they didn't serve. Interesting. Does this thing have trample? Does not. The champion's bad here, isn't it? Because they're just going to block it with a 1/1 regardless. So then I just wouldn't get my ping. Yes, this attack. Oh, it's not lethal right now, so they don't even have to block it. But then if they take 3, they're dead next turn. No, that's not... Yeah, well, no, that's not true. Maybe I should play the Ancient Tomb so I could play the Smuggler's Copter and the Death Greeters. Maybe I should have thought through my fucking turn, huh? Right, so the double strike removes the trigger. I don't get a trigger now. But if I just attack... Yeah, this was bad. I should have done the halfling plus copter thing. You attack and they don't block, then they're still taking 3, right? And this way I got nothing through. That sucks. It does, yeah. Let it do. Well, this is a 15-15. So even if they activated the Emperor Bones and we got to respond by pyrokinesing the other two, we'd still eat 15 here. Still just very dead. Oh well. Yeah, I wonder if I just serve if they chump to play around Bolt or not. Certainly better than the line I chose, but yeah, they just like don't block, they still win the same way.